What's up, everybody? Good afternoon here. It is 12:45. I was going to start around 12:30, but it's been hectic. So I was late getting home. But yeah, shitty fucking day. Just shitty. It's raining. It just sucks. Hey, Blue Ridge, how are you? Good to see you. Blue Ridge Paranormal. Email me. Love to have you on the show. We're always looking for new people in the paranormal on the show. Um, yeah, so like I said, crappy day out today. It's just raining. It's supposed to rain all day. Warm. At least it's getting rid of the snow. We don't have much snow, but that's good. And it's kind of a scanner's kind of day, blowing your brains out. Um, so yeah, let's see. There's Luke and Liam, Clive, Tim's in the chat. Blue Ridge again. Good to see you. Yeah, absolutely. Blue would love to come on your show. Sad buddy, how good to see you. Adrian was out there in the beginning. I don't know. Fletch, always good to see you, buddy. Liam, did I say Liam? If I did, Liam. Anthony, how are you? I'm just going through the chat here. Thanks for tuning in. And so this I'm just going to quickly go over what's going on this weekend, and then just open things up because it's always better. You guys don't want to hear me rant about crap. So um, yeah, tomorrow night we have uh, the Friday Night Howl Rising comes back. Friday, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think that's 2 a.m. UK time. And we Percy's going to be joining us, so it's good to have Percy back again. For those of you who have been listening to Mindset, watching Mindset for the over the years, and his Gareth's much loved Friday Night Howl. We just we love to keep it going and keep Gareth in our minds and in our hearts. And Percy was a part of his life. Percy is a good friend of Gareth's. And hey, Laura, how are you? Good to see you. Um, so we love to keep him going and keep reminding. Look at Gareth's with us. So Friday Night Howl is always in tribute to him. And like I said, it's always important to have Percy out to be a part of that. And of course, anyone else who was ever a regular on the Mindset Friday Night Howls, you're always welcome. I mean, we can have a panel of 10. I don't care. We can do it. Let's do it. Let's the Friday night, tomorrow night. Let's load the screen up with 10 people. Come on, let's do it. Yeah, and then this Sunday, we're going to have Dino Brancadio on from Ghost Chasers of Michigan. He's a really good dear friend. He's been on the show years ago. He used to come on quite often. We used to have some really in depth. I mean, really in depth discussions on the paranormal technique and I hate saying evidence. We never say evidence. I can't stand that word evidence. Findings. We share them, theories, all sorts of shit. But he's going to be coming on. It's been God, I think since we were on a BTR years ago. I think it was the last time he was on. So yeah, that's this Sunday night. Got more. Yeah, we have more guest announcements coming up. We're just weeding out certain things. I hope you guys enjoyed the last couple UFO shows that we did, and of course, Matt came on after Ian Rogers, and just blew it right open. So that was pretty cool. And Matt, of course, was on uh, last Sunday as well. Wow, it's always great to have Matt Secret Vaults, the Mr. Secret Vault himself, Matt Williams, on to just pick his brain. And when you get him going, it is just very, very insightful. So it's always good to have him on. So yeah, and I'm sure we'll have him back on in the near future. I mean, come on, it's always intriguing having Matt on. But yeah, okay. So look at I'm gonna open this up. If anybody wants to join me, by all means. I don't know what's it like in the UK. It looks like everybody's from the UK, pretty much. What's the weather like there? I mean, here it's just raining. It's dull. It's depressing. It's shit. What's it like there? Like, I mean, it's warm, damp though, but at least it's not snowing. I don't want any snow. Enough snow. But then again, I have to be thankful. We haven't had much snow this year, thankfully. And I mean, I think we only really had maybe 4 or 5 days of really, really sub-zero temperatures. I mean, ugh. They did, yeah, UAPs. I think it's just the stigma that comes with the terminology UFOs. But hey, that's fine. They can call it whatever they want. It's whatever. Whatever you guys want to call it. I don't care. But anyways, yeah, okay, hold on, let me see. I think I got the link here. Let's see. By all means, come on up. Let me just pin it to the top and pop on up. So there you go. Yeah, tomorrow night, let's I want to try to get at least 10 people. Because I mean the max is 10. Let's do it. I want a max of 10 tomorrow night. Hell, we could even do 10 right now if you want, if you guys want to do it. So hey. Cheers. I love any Scanner fans. I love that can. That is awesome. Classic scene in Cronenberg's classic Scanners. Timothy, how are you, Tim?
I'm good, man. I'm good. You right?
I'm good. I'm good. Little
Yeah,
late.
weather's pretty shit here, to be honest with you.
Is it? You guys got shit weather
We've
too?
had a good sunny day, like, but it's been really, really cold.
Oh, really?
Mm.
What's cold there? What's cold to you?
Don't know what it's like now. It's cold.
Because
Really,
cold to you is warm to me.
Mm.
Well, I shouldn't say that because yeah, I mean you guys can have some pretty cold. Hey, Daniel, how are you? Only, how are you? Click the link, join us.
Hi,
Daniel, come on
Laura.
up.
Hi, everybody else in chat as well, and Sab as well. Sab's there
Yep,
somewhere.
yep. Sab's always there. Yeah. Yeah, here I think the temperature was 7. I think it's 7 degrees Celsius. And don't ask me to convert that into Fahrenheit. I'm sorry, I'm terrible at that.
No.
I'm just gonna look here. Okay, so I'm wrong. It's 3 feels like 1 degree. When I went into work this morning, it just it was pissing out, and there was a little bit of freezing rain, so it was kind of slushy. Excuse me.
7, yeah.
7 there?
Yeah.
Oh
And
my god!
and it's underneath it says feels like 4. Yeah, it is. It's pretty much it's cold.
Yeah, it's 6 in Southampton. 6 degrees. Yeah, that's warmer than it is here. That's for sure. Like I said, it's only 3 here. Feels like with the wind chill, and we're supposed to have like damaging winds today.
I'm on the search for Matt's lost drone. Have you heard about what happened to his drone?
No,
He did a video in that, but I didn't realize it. He was down this way. But apparently, on the end of the video that he just did with the Abergavenny video, this John Deere tractor place is not far from me. Then,
okay.
But he lost signal with his drone and it flew off. Apparently.
Wow. That sucks, and that's a pretty good drone he's got too.
It's not. It's not the. It's not the Zoom. It's the other one, the Mini.
Oh, the mini one. Okay.
Mm.
So
So
that's
I'll probably be walking to work tomorrow now, and I'll be, as I'm walking along, like this thing will just fly out, this hit me in the head or something, like the sky or something.
yeah.
Mm.
That's not the one where it has it detects your motion and follows you. Is
I'm
that
not
the one?
sure. I think you can do that. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the Mini. I've only ever had I had a Spark. I did years ago, a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
That did that. That did all that as well. It would follow you and all.
I don't know. Is that something Matt would have done, putting a tag on it?
Well, I think it's worth sticking an air tag on them. Yeah, if you can, it means that if you lose your signal completely, and the thing just flies off, at least you've got another medium in order to get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Find it.
I know there's a lot of people here now because auto theft is getting really bad here. It's just it's gotten out of hand. And
Yeah.
a lot of people are putting their Apple tags, AirTags, whatever, in their cars. And there's been a few cars that have been found because of the tags, and they hide them in pretty good spots because I mean, these guys, they probably scanned for these tags to make sure they're not tagged or geotagged or whatever.
Get a lot of catalytic converters stolen around you. They're bad for that, like around you.
What there?
Yeah, it's bad. Like I think it's about maybe two every night. Yeah, I've been told.
Wow.
Go on and said like even if every night they're not from the people who are doing it. They're not from the town. You know what I mean? No, my pigeons are most of them are grounded.
Yeah, it's theft is becoming, well, hey, that's the rule of thumb though, right? I mean, when unemployment
No, that's what I mean. That's what I mean, Laura. I know they use a map or mobile just to chase it up, like.
Yeah, when unemployment becomes to an all new high, whatever, then crime follows. I mean, you look at classic places like, I mean, look at Naples and Milan and in Italy for
Who now?
years.
Ian, who is from South Wales? What do you mean, me?
Hey, Ian, how are you? Are you from South Wales?
Yeah, I'm from South Wales. Matt is as well, man.
Yeah.
Goodness.
You're there now? You live there now in South Wales?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, this is where I've always lived.
Oh, okay.
It's a dull and dreary place. Here we are.
Come on, it could be worse there, Tim. You could be like you could be the northern tip
It sucks. It sucks just like everywhere else. It sucks in the winter. You know what I mean? But when it's summertime, it's like
it does. It sucks here too, man. Did you read that, Tim?
Oh, I'm from Caldecott. I'm from I'm from Abergavenny.
So how far is that
That's
from
if you could even understand what I said then. Yeah. Abergavenny. Yeah, it's not that far from Caldecott.
No? Caldecott. If you were to drive from one end to Wales to the other, how long would it take you?
I don't know. Thinking about it, I've never done it.
No?
Not been up north. I've only ever been up in North Wales once.
Yeah.
And that was probably 20 years ago.
20 years ago?
Yeah, the market's all right. Yeah, it's pretty good.
So what kind of market is it?
This is just tit tat, really. Just the usual stuff: jewelry, clothes, all knitted clothing, and the usual, really, really horrid, like workwear, and you got like a lot of we get a lot of like farmers bringing their stuff in as well, just to sell at the market, like honey and all that sort of stuff.
Honey's always a big sell. You always
bakers as well. Got a lot of bakers.
A lot of bakers. Yeah, you see a lot of honey everywhere, man. Every market I go to, it's like, I remember going to a market in where was it? Just outside of St. Pete's in Florida. And this thing, massive market, just humongous. And outside they have all the food and edible
Mm.
things,
Oh, oh, shame.
vegetables, fruits, and all that kind of shit,
Mm.
and honey. And their honey that they have there, their honey, they what do? They the bees pollinate saw palmetto.
Mm.
So the honey is it's that's the base of the honey. And I'm telling you, man, this stuff is so fucking good.
Mm.
It is so good.
I was watching Joe Rogan one of his shorts the other night, and he was eating this hallucinogenic
I
honey.
saw that. Yeah, I did
Yeah.
watch it. Yeah.
Towards the end of it, he looked really fucked up.
Yeah. And I remember watching a documentary on that, how they cultivate the honey.
Mm.
They have to climb down these fucking ropes with the gear on or whatever.
Mm.
Some of them just put on the headgear,
Mm.
right? They don't even bother with the full body gear.
Yeah, don't even bother with like wearing a t-shirt, like basically, yeah.
Yeah. And they
Mm.
just literally go down and scoop this honey from the cliff.
Mm.
That's
Oh, you're
fucking
right about that,
crazy.
actually, Clive. Yeah, I did think, oh, she's all right. Yeah.
Crazy. The bee lady of Joe Rogan
Exactly.
was hot. Yeah, I didn't see her, but it was some dude. It's some guy that came on with the honey, the same one, right, Tim?
Yeah.
And he
That
he bait he
short
bait
dark hair he had, the guy did, didn't he?
he what?
He had short dark hair, the guy did
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Logan. Yeah, I can
And,
remember that.
and, and
I remember
he
saying that.
to sneak it in, he put it in a different jar. He
Mm.
put the stuff in a different jar, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's homemade honey. Yeah, I bet it is. Homemade honey is the best.
Mm.
Now, do you think that guy's going to be able to get through
And
fucking
you're
customs
wondering why
again?
you feel like you've just had a peyote mushroom or something after you've had like a
Yeah,
spoonful of
fuck.
it. Like, yeah,
I'm telling you what a trip peyote is.
mm,
That is a trip.
I did it. I've only ever done that once, and that was like a
What was?
festival. I managed to get hold of some at the festival, so I was quite
Oh
lucky because you
fuck!
don't
What?
get it
How?
over here. You know what I mean? It's a rare thing
Yeah.
over here. That is, yeah.
How long of a trip did you have? Mine was 16 hours.
Mine wasn't as long as that.
Holy fuck! Mine was 16 hours, man.
I was on loads of other things as well. I was just
Oh yeah.
off, you go to a festival and just take everything, like, you know what I mean, and go and watch the bands. But yeah, I I can just about remember it. The trip, it was pretty intense.
Well, yeah. It's most of
Mm,
the time it's life altering, to be honest.
mm. But every time you do, it's the same with anything like LSD or magic mushrooms or whatever. Like it's
Well,
the natural stuff. Whenever you come off it, you come
mm,
down off it, and you're never the same person. It does change your personality and your
sure.
persona as well. You know.
Yeah. But I think peyote is a little bit more intense than those guys. Like
Mm,
shrooms, I used to uh I used to have this a friend of mine, she would always go out west out to BC, and they
mm,
had they had they had the best shrooms. The best
mm.
shrooms out there.
Yeah.
And when they brought it back, holy crap. And I remember one time, yeah, I remember I was working nights and I hadn't slept, hadn't ate, and I hooked up with a couple friends and I had a couple grams. And we went over to, at my buddy's place there and we said, okay, we'll drop a couple. We'll drop them, a gram each, whatever. Dust and all. And wow.
Mm,
Because I hadn't slept, I hadn't ate, and I just had a couple beers. I said, okay, we're gonna go out to the pub. So climb in the car and we're driving to the pub and it started kicking in. And I'm like, okay, this is kicking in differently. I'm not okay, this is different, man. I'm not liking how
mm.
this is kicking in. Justin, buddy, how are you? Click the link, man.
Just
If you can, click the link, Justin. I want you to come in if you can. But you know, the next thing I know, I go to my buddy. Fuck. I'll get it. I'll
mm,
get into the pub there, and I'll have a fucking beer, and I'll be fine, right? get
Yeah,
in,
yeah,
get out of the
right.
car, go into the bar, and I go up to the bar there, and I ordered a beer, and I go, fuck, this ain't going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. And I get on my buddy. I go, hey man, anything happens, just call an ambulance. I'm fucked, right? He goes, yeah, 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 right. And so, anyways, I gotta go outside, man. I need some fresh air. My heart's going a mile a fucking minute. It's boom, 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 boom. I feel like I've got all this energy. I gotta run. And I went outside, just stepped outside the pub, the front door, and I paced back and forth for like a half an hour. Just paced. I'm like, and then my buddy comes out. He goes, you okay? I go, fuck, I feel like I got to run or something. I got all this energy. I'm so fucked up. And he goes, well, then go for a run. I go, fuck that. That's too much work. He goes, well, you want to walk around the fucking plaza? Yeah, sure. So walk around a couple times. Then I started feeling better. And then we walked back into the pub. And my buddy, he went over, he was playing, they had a pinball machine. He was playing pinball. And the next thing you know, everyone, he fucking collapses and falls on the ground. And people are like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? I go over, hey man, you okay? Fuck, it just kicked in. I can't get up. I know how you feel, but I didn't fall down, right? He was on the floor for like a half an hour. And finally the the owner comes over and says, you don't fucking get up, I'm gonna have to kick you out, man. He finally got up.
I remember coming up off the Peyote and was watching Soundgarden at Reading.
Oh.
And I leant against, because they fenced off this big area, like the main arena, like the main arena in the middle of the Reading Festival, and it was like they had all this like like the fence posts you put for cattle.
Yep.
Just those big wooden posts. They're only about this high off the floor, like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And there was one of them just right next to me. I think I probably held on to it for about 4 hours, something like that. 5 hours.
Really?
I couldn't get my balance. I was just like awful. And Soundgarden, they were awful. They were absolutely awful. Like, it was, I think he'd had a falling out or something with the actual venue, or the people who were running the venue.
They weren't too happy, so
And
they just
he
said,
wasn't
fuck
happy
it.
about it, and he deliberately detuned his guitar by the looks of things when he was playing. Like, he just detuned it and started singing like fucking terrible. Like, his singing was atrocious. Like,
That's too bad.
Wasn't good. Yeah,
yes, Blue Ridge.
bands as well.
I trail run about 9 kilometers a day. I'm lying though.
Yeah.
I do trail run though. I
Were you Florida Joe?
Yeah, I know, Florida Joe. Yeah. No, I haven't been able to, unfortunately, because the job has changed, and I haven't had the time. But I used to trail run, I still trail run every once in a while when I can. But yeah,
I think if I did it now, I'd probably have an heart attack.
yeah, I keep saying that. I keep saying that too. I keep saying that. I get on the trail.
You shouldn't really say it like really to yourself. You should just try and get and do it. And that's the thing.
Well, I remember one time I was out on the trail, and this was I don't know. This was like the spring, and I go on this trail that's like a loop, and it follows this river. Excuse me, it follows this river and then goes back up. I'm going around the loop, and all of a sudden, I hear it sounds like a fucking train. I'm like, what the hell is this? What's a train? And the next thing I know, the corner of my eye, I see something moving. Excuse me. And I look over, and here's this fucking deer just fucking bolting, 2 of them right beside me. I'm like, what the fuck are they running from? I look back, and here's this big ass buck chasing them.
No lie.
And I go, oh fuck. And that's what I heard. The buck, just fucking breathing.
Mating season.
Oh yeah. Don't get in the middle of them, man. And I had to fucking quickly fucking avert and go over behind a tree because this thing came fucking right at me. Holy shit!
They can get really nasty as
Oh
well.
fuck yeah!
Uh,
They'll just whack you and fuck you'll go flying.
mhm.
They don't care. Get out of my fucking way. I'm busy. I'm horny.
They ain't as cute as Disney paints them out to be.
Oh yeah.
To be honest.
I don't know. They could probably take on Godzilla
Mm.
rather than Godzilla squishing. You remember that classic cartoon? Godzilla squishing Bambi.
No, man,
Have you ever seen that?
Don't think I've seen that.
You've
No.
never seen that. Hold on now.
Find it. I get a link and put it up.
I'm going to, yeah. Hold on here. Let me see here. Oh, here we go. It's Bambi meets Godzilla. Let me just get rid of this. Okay, hold on. Okay. I'm just gonna fucking download it, screw it, and play it.
Join us, Sap.
Yes, people, come on, click the. I mean, click the link. Okay, here we go. There we go. I got it. Where are we? Bring it over. Show folder. Okay, come on. Let's go. It's taking fucking forever here. There we go. All right. Okay, here we go. Load this sucker up. Where the fuck did it go? What the hell?
Is it non-MP? Are you loading it into StreamYard?
Yeah.
Oh,
There it is. There. I got it.
Epic. That was pretty epic. All just for that one moment. There we go.
Pancake, can't have pancakes anymore. Hey Gareth, how are you, buddy? I can't believe you've never seen that.
No, I'm not. No.
There you go. That's like classic. That's classic. You know, it's like it's you could tell the guy that put that together was one of these guys that grew up with Disney and became so fucking sick and tired of the bullshit.
I bet he's not as basic as that anymore either.
No, probably
so how
not.
basic that was just then.
Yeah.
It was absolutely brilliantly done.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Stop motion.
It's not an easy thing to do. Like.
No, it's not. It's not at all.
All right.
Well, Ian, we'd love to have you on then, if that's what you like to discuss. Hey, Loch Ness, definitely.
I mean,
Always interested in Loch Ness.
The vibe usually for us is when you do the afternoon stuff, when we all talk, it's usually just about conspiracy and
whatever.
Ghosts, UFOs.
Yep.
The ghost of Michael Jackson turning up in the White House. Chinese balloons.
Let's pop a balloon. Yeah. The main show is usually Sunday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 2 a.m. your time, I believe, because you're over there in the UK as well. Yeah, and that's when we usually do our live, like, full series show. But these are generally open, and the same with our Friday Night Hell Rising. Anything goes. Anything goes during those. So you're always welcome to pop up if you want to talk about something. Absolutely. we do watch. What Mr. Pickles? If you want to see a messed up cartoon. Okay, here we go. Yeah.
Fucking hell, no.
Okay, here we go. Mr. Pickles. Here we go. Are we gonna get banned? Do you think?
Probably. If it's anything to do with it's Adult Swim, watch out.
What?
It's Adult Swim.
Okay, no. Okay. Oh yeah.
No, they will come after you. Like,
Yeah. Forget that.
the instant you play it, there'll be a knock at the door, and there'll be two lawyers there with serving you.
Exactly.
What's that?
Whoops. This is supposed to be kid friendly.
The song that you there's one song that's on the net, and I mean, like the band. I can't remember. Is it Creedence Clearwater or whatever they bloody call it? I can't remember what they call it.
Creedence Clearwater Revival.
And it's the one song that that everybody does helicopter videos with.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? The Hueys and all the rest of it in Vietnam, like it's that song, and it's the song that you must not mention or even put on your channel unless you've got clear and proper, because they come after everybody, that band do.
Well, now
private members.
Now, what's his name? I can't even think. I can't even think of the lead singer. What's the lead singer's name? Oh, it's eluding me. But anyways, he just regained full ownership of the full catalog again. Because
can you name an album or
what? Creedence Clearwater CCR
that's
album?
the one. Yeah.
I can't even think.
I thought you were talking about another band. I just realized no.
No. See, John Fogerty. John Fogerty just he just recently got back full rights to their full catalog, because the company, or sorry, the record label that they signed with was had the catalog rights, and he couldn't even call the band CCR.
Right? That's why the record label itself was going after YouTubers.
Yeah.
And literally shut, the moment that you try to upload the song but just say if you use it as the back-end song for one of your own videos.
Yeah.
And they would still come after you, and I can guarantee you'd have a copyright strike instantaneously.
Oh yeah.
And then even if you try to fight the copyright strike, well, good luck to you in court. But no, I think it might, because I have seen it being used lately, by independent, video makers and all the rest of it. And I got a funny feeling that you're right about when it was signed over.
Yeah,
the rights were all signed back to him. So maybe he's a little less, you know what I mean? Give a fuck about if people want to use the music or whatever. But as long as obviously he gets a percentage out of it anyway.
Ian, I think there's some links on the channel page for Facebook and Twitter. Yeah, you either way you can reach us at Twitter, on our Twitter page, or Facebook, or even Twitch. Not Twitch even. Or you can just simply email us at nocturnalfrequencyradio@gmail.com. So nocturnalfrequencyradio@gmail.com. You can email us there, and we'll get back to you. Come on, what's going on? There's no takers. What's going on here? We got a lot of people in chat, but no takers. What's up with that?
Get on you, Sab. What are you up to?
Let me just see. Okay. I just want to make sure, because I was off the page there for a second. I wanted to make sure nobody was in there, but I didn't hear a pop. Yeah. So we were talking about CCR, but yeah, he's got full rights, but yeah. So I don't know. Is he going to be as vigilant as the record company in terms
the thing is, the record company can employ a group of people to sit in a room all day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? On the internet, nailing people. That's the thing. That's how they were doing it practically.
Yeah.
They also had a thing out with YouTube, obviously as well. Only you could only listen to certain albums or songs
See, I
on
still don't know. Like,
on the
I
label.
mean, if you have permission to use a song, a band song,
Mm.
I haven't gone through this, but what's the process so they don't ding you on fucking YouTube?
Well, I've used in the past, like I've done videos and stuff, and I've used like major artists,
Yeah.
but I've never had like a 1, 2, 3 strike for that. I've always had, well, this, you can't monetize this video. This video is the music on this video is property of Sony or
Yeah.
Warner Brothers or
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how it's always been for me. I think I'd be lucky in that respect. Like, but you know, it doesn't matter to me at the end of the day because I haven't got over 1,000 subscribers. I'm not monetized.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And I
Well,
don't
yeah.
mind. I can do what I like. I'm free to. If you don't want to go that far with your channel, you're free to do what you want. You haven't got to abide by the rules. You know what I mean? As such. But like as soon as you hit that mark, you've got to stop swearing. You got to be. You know, you got to have your well, you know how it is. You know what I'm talking about. It's just there is a difference between someone with 300 subscribers and someone with thousands or 1,500 subscribers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you know what?
There's rules to it all. Like,
We've been broadcasting
mm,
since 2008. But I never ever thought about using YouTube as a
mm,
platform. It's always been radio and now with New Visions, right? And we only decided to start doing this here. I think what was it, 2 seasons ago, maybe. And I mean, it's not,
what's the listener count
on the radio.
on the radio? What how many?
We average about 130 to 150,000 listeners each Sunday
Well,
night live.
what am I doing wrong? Like, you know what I mean? You know, what am I doing wrong here? I'm on YouTube. What the fuck? Like, you
But that's what I mean. I mean,
know?
this is it's growing. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
it's never really been our main source of. I mean, I'm glad that we're doing it now because
Mm,
I like having the visual
yeah.
platform, and I like that we've been able to meet a lot of people such as yourself, Tim,
Yeah.
and a lot of people, especially from the mindset realm. You know, a lot of people that knew Gareth and shit like that.
Mm,
That's you know, it's obviously sad that there won't be any more mindsets, but
mm,
you like to sort of fill that uh, void to a certain extent. You'll never fill it fully. I mean, Gareth was one of a
yeah.
kind. There's no doubt about that.
Mm,
So, but I mean, we've like I said, we're happy that we've met a lot of you guys here on YouTube. So we're going to continue to do it because we're enjoying it. So
mm,
I mean, you guys, you know, talking just on like a down to earth level, you guys fucking like Tim. There's a lot
mm,
of shit that you've brought to the table that I'm like,
mm.
wow, you know that's cool. I never knew that.
Some of the stuff Saba's talked about has been pretty,
Sab,
yeah, pretty
Barry,
up
the
there.
other night,
Barry, yeah.
Barry was just like fucking going
On
crazy.
gone up another. He's gone up a level. He has Barry has lately. I
Yeah,
think. Yeah, you know what I mean. He knows his stuff about them, all the quantum stuff as well.
yeah. So I mean, that's cool. Um,
See, books can be fun.
they can be if
Yeah,
you
see,
don't
you
mind
know,
reading. I know there's a lot of people that
books
don't
can
have
be fun.
that
Everybody.
they don't have the attention span for books,
mm,
you know? Hey Quinn, how are you?
sad, isn't it?
You know, it just a lot of people just will, you know, come to YouTube and watch uh certain things on certain subjects,
Mm.
you know, but they won't I don't have
I
the
know a
time.
lot of people who use YouTube, and it's like, I mean, like round you, and all they do is they just put it on and listen, and it doesn't matter whether they usually turn off. You know, you got autoplay, and it's usually turned off, and that
Mm-hmm.
they always got it on,
Oh
and they're
yeah.
just watching anything. It's just like it's like just garbage, like most of it. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, you look at a lot of stuff that people put out there, and you're like, wow. Even on Twitch, I was on Twitch the other day, and the things that people were watching, and you're looking
Mm,
at, oh, there's like thousands of viewers,
mm,
and you're like, our listeners or whatever, or subscribers listening or whatever. It's just like, what the fuck? Absolutely, man. The world is a big mess. It
mm,
needs, as Alex would say, a fucking enema. You know, it's sad how this world has gotten to.
mm.
And you know what? It's only going to get worse before it gets any better.
Well,
It's a fucking, it's a hot mess.
I don't think that our prime minister should be even thinking about handing over RAF pilots and aircraft to go and fight in the Ukraine war.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
mhm,
I
yeah.
really think that he should just like fucking say, oh, no, not getting involved.
That's right. He
You
stopped
can't.
in,
Yeah, I mean,
he
it's a
spoke at your
stupid thing.
parliament, right?
Yeah, it's poking the bear to. Well, it's not poking the bear. It's literally walking up to the bear and punching it in the face a few times. You know what I mean?
You mean the wrinkly bear?
Oh, the wrinkly bear. Yeah. No, but you know what bear I'm talking about. It's just,
Enema than a
mm,
camera probe. Hey, Wax, how are you, man? Good to see you. I'm still intrigued by that bottle, by the way. Did you take some high res pictures? Because I would love to see that.
mm,
That bottle was interesting. That whole backstory, everything was pretty cool. Pretty cool, definitely. But yeah, yeah, this world is definitely fucked up, and it's too bad. It's really too
mm.
bad. I mean, things have drastically changed from when, even when we were like even teenagers,
Fucking hell, yeah. Really
you know,
has.
like Tim, if you don't mind, how old are you roughly?
I'm about 48 now, something like that.
See, you're younger than I am, but
Mm.
you're Mr. Sab. It's good to see you, Mr. Sab.
No, sorry, I'm 49 now, so you're thinking about it.
Hello,
About,
how are
about
we all
last
doing
year.
this evening?
But you know what? In that same range, though, I mean, we all remember kind of the same things. You know, the
Mm.
way life was when we were kids and teenagers and shit like that. And then you got this well traveled amigo down there. Uh,
Mm.
he's been all over the place. This guy's a traveler and a half.
He's like Uncle Traveling Matt from Fraggle Rock.
Yeah, yeah, Uncle Traveling Man.
Mm.
Uh, absolutely, Laura. They imagine them trying to weed their way through the 80s. Oh, where's my phone? Oh, oh God. Phone? What fucking phone? What, your dial?
I've literally only this past couple of hours just started feeling better from a fever.
You had a fever.
Yeah, for 2 days. I've been in bed for 2 days. No joke.
Wow.
Sweating, like proper sweating out, shivering cold. Like proper fever. Like, yeah. Oh my God.
You don't have the vid, do you?
Don't even know what it was. I don't feel like, I don't feel like flu or anything like that. It's just literally just like my ears were all, like your head's like, yeah, my head was like heavy and everything. Yeah, headache. And, like when you bend down and you stand up too quick, the pressure's like, yeah, it's felt like that. Anyway, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, proper fever. Like, yeah. And I've literally just got out of bed, 4 o'clock, about 2.5 hours ago. And I'm just, I just had a couple of paracetamol and a couple of ibuprofen and feel a bit better. Like, do you know what I mean?
Feel better now? You feel a
I
little
do
bit
feel
more
better.
functional?
Like I said, I've slept it off for the past couple of days. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's There's a lot of shit
Think
going
about it.
around, right? I mean, you got your you got your flus, you got your seasonal colds and shit.
Yeah, I don't know what that was though. I still feel a bit like, you know.
But you feel better though.
Yeah.
He kind of does, I guess.
I do feel a bit well. You know,
Well,
I'm
that's good.
about to get some food in me and everything, like, do you know what I mean? So,
Well, that's good. The main thing is you're feeling better.
Did you cook it though, Sab? I hope you cooked it.
Did he cook his food? Did you cook your food?
Did you cook your food? You didn't just eat it out the packaging, did you? It's a liver and a big slab of liver you ate.
I might have opened a tin of hot dog.
Quint's got I got old man disease. Ducks is an 80s baby. Last generation. You're absolutely, man. The 80s. Even though I was born way before the 80s, I grew up in the 80s. I you know, it's just wow, 85. Wow, you're a young pup. Jeez.
Well, I was a bit worried actually because I'm going to see my little girl up in Stoke tomorrow.
Yeah,
it's like a 500-mile journey, and I got Betty with me as well. I've gone get the sisters to go and see each other. So yeah, and that's I tell you, you know, like you were saying, I've travelled. Yeah, I'm still travelling as well, mate. Do you know what I mean? I still do. Every 6 weeks I go and see Lola, and you know that's 500 miles out. Do you know what I mean? 500 miles back again. Like, yeah, so. And I would walk 500 miles. Yeah, and I go and see it.
Clive, my sister, was born in 1972. I think it was 72. She was born. I think.
Yeah, and the hassle and everything of getting like the family side of things now and talking like, you know what I mean? But getting Betty.
It looks like your cat's taking a shit in behind there.
No, he's
having a wee.
Out of the tap. The tap's leaking. It's
concentrating on the tap.
I got the dishwasher on, so the steam that's coming out of obviously is from the dishwasher. It's cleaning. It's doing the pots at the minute. So
yeah,
he usually sits in the sink, but obviously he can't do that because the dishwasher's spitting water out. I'm like, what's going on here? Have I tried Jesus? I did try Jesus. Yeah, I went. Yeah. I tried Jesus not so long ago as well. I did.
He's tried many.
He's trying to reaffirm it, right? But no, I did try. Yeah, but biblically speaking, it just isn't for me.
Biblically, see, I love it, man. If I hadn't have said it the way I said it, this wouldn't be a common fucking meme now. Come on. Biblically speaking, I can't even do it anymore.
It's the biggest thing to come out of a paranormal show ever.
Yeah,
was when Barry whipped that book out.
That was fucking hilarious. So go fuck off now.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
You fuck yourself, man.
Yeah, Clive. Yeah, I was born in '69, so summer of love.
Hello, what's going on here?
You were born when?
1969.
69.
69. Beautiful number.
Old codger.
Beautiful number. Okay, guys, hold on. I'm just gonna get a refill. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Okay. Hi, Tim.
Hi, Sam.
Yeah, the weather's been good.
This is really awkward now. He's made it really awkward, hasn't he?
I got a dog. I like Lego.
Yeah, Lego, yeah. Star Wars is really cool. It's cool. It's the
My wife
coolest.
lets me play with crayons, but never too long. And not unsupervised because I eat them.
Oh, shit, now.
But purple ones are really tasty. I like the purple ones. But I've no purple ones left. I tie my own laces.
I got Velcro ones.
I got Velcro laces.
I got my one shoe is bigger than the other as well. Special shoes. NHS special shoes. Yeah.
Velcro, yeah. Faucet.
Got quiet all of a sudden.
Yeah, it was just because of you. It was your fault. You made it awkward. Me and Sab didn't know what to talk about.
She's not. He didn't see it. You went away. We both sat here going.
Fucking doesn't even work.
Back anyway. Stop talking about him. We can't talk about him.
Oh, Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Huh?
Popsies. What is this? What is a popsy? What's going on?
Cool. Now I'm gonna have to start collecting them now.
I ain't afraid of a ghost.
Hang on,
no, show me again. I want you to show my watch this. That's it. Look what Steve's got.
The Marshmallow Man. Where did he get that toy from?
I don't know.
Now you're gonna have to find one, Sab.
I'm gonna have to find one.
For me?
Yeah, for you. So,
I want it.
if there's something strange in your neighborhood, who you gonna call?
Ghostbusters.
Right, go on.
That's hilarious.
She is absolutely obsessed with Ghostbusters.
Oh, really?
She won't watch the new number 3, 2018, whichever. She doesn't like it. Don't like the girl one. No, don't like the girls. They just, no, that's not for me, that one. I want the boy one. I like the boy one. I want Marshmallow Man, and I want the one with the baby in it. She's talking about the original ones from the 80s. Honestly, she loves it. Won't put it. That's it now. Set her off again with it. But yeah, she has literally been obsessed with the Ghostbusters thing. I've been trying to get her into all sorts of the stuff that like we were into when we were kids. Yeah.
Hold on. It used to move.
Are we going to have a competition again this year?
No, God.
Competition for
Halloween during the garden.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I definitely have to build some new stuff for my grave, for my cemetery. So yeah, let's do it. I'm up for it. You did a great job, man.
Well, you're in the cemetery, Steve.
Although you've got the advantage, I've kind of got the advantage now because I've got all year to make it. Like, do you know what I mean? So I can make bits and put it in the attic, make some bit, and I can do all the electronic, like the moving stuff and that as well. Like, see if I can make some proper fancy stuff. Like, yeah.
Interesting.
We'll see what happens.
No. You can get a beam on a ghost using it.
A what? Let's hang on a sec. I'm just going to go and check this out.
Interesting. Beam it.
I know not what it is.
I've never.
Calita.
I've never heard of that scope
A
before.
bit of a kaleidoscope, but not one of them scopes. I'll have to look that one up.
If anybody else would like to join us, by all means, here you go. Look, click the link. Only 8 months to go. Click the link and join us. Yeah.
Oh,
Holy crap! I got.
Why?
You okay over there? Freeze frame. Here, let's. Here you go, Sab. I don't. Did you see the Bambi meets Godzilla?
Gonna what? See what?
Yeah, he didn't see it. So I'm gonna share it to you. Hold on. Here you go. Here you go. All right, enough of that.
Beautiful, really beautiful.
So serene and pleasant.
Mm.
And I love the credits. They kind of speed up, and then all of a sudden, boom! I love the boom. The piano, boom. Review. Well, you know what? You need to get it to us there, Iowaks.
Oh,
Some songs, the venom on the tip of my tongue. Sounds good, but yeah, get us whatever information. Plus those high res photos. That I'd love to see some high res photos of that bottle. I don't even think I have that anymore, do I? A photo. Hold on a sec. I think I got rid of it. Hold on. I could be wrong though. Let's see. Oh, here you go. Here's the strange bottle again.
Yo,
Hey,
Hello.
how's it
yeah, I
going?
remember seeing.
good.
Can you hear me?
Can hear you perfectly.
All right, nice. How's it going?
Good.
Not bad, thanks.
So, you guys were talking
got-
a lot about these like shadow people, right? And like these cryptids, they call them like cryptids, right?
Yep.
So I was given something. I could break it out right now, but I don't think the definition or the what do you call it? The pixels would be good enough to capture it because it's like an old bottle given to me. But the thing that's interesting about it is the guy who gave it to me, how obsessed he was like over it, and what he thought it was. Like he thought it had like spirits in it, right? Like, and it has faces all over it. Like it just not even like what do you call it? Not even couldn't be something else. Like there's eyes and mouths and stuff, and there's like I counted out like 12 of them, and it's like 130-year-old bottle.
Okay.
But like the thing is though, once you get talking about that stuff to people,
Well, we'll get it. Hold on.
or like we're in a
There.
hold it.
There's the bottle.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Have you ever felt like opening it up and just sniffing the air?
But
Skinwalker.
Oh,
Whoa.
interesting.
I was expecting it to be brown for some reason, but it's blue.
Yeah, interesting.
Okay, I'm a little shaky handed right now because I
Okay, so
Yeah,
so what
high
are
energy when I
the
talk
so
about
so where's
things,
it
man.
where's this bottle? Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Wow, yeah, I
Oh,
can see
you
a face right at the
face.
top.
Yeah, right at the top.
That's the main one,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and there's a lot more.
I
really
can
feel
see one on the left hand side.
Ducks back rooms. Are you talking about the YouTube channel of what is
where
it?
everybody
Something
wears
pixels.
yellow biochemical warfare suits. Yeah. Energy suits.
Have you seen that that channel?
Mm.
Back rooms. The kid's 17 years old. It was just picked up that they're going to shoot a movie based on his short flicks.
Mm. Yeah, I watched a lot of them on YouTube. Thinking about it,
Did you watch them?
I watched quite a lot of the back ones.
Fuck, yeah.
Short, like, there's loads of them. There's absolutely shitloads of them.
Yeah.
And even though he started doing it, but other people have started doing it as well.
Mm. But very interesting. I mean, I remember watching the first episode when it first came out, and then I didn't really pay attention to the rest.
Mm.
So I revisited them after I found out, excuse me, that he was picked up by the guys that did that are behind Stranger Things
Mm.
and Atomic Robot and all that. A24, I believe, all the big wigs, and I'm like, wow, they're gonna make, and they're gonna allow the kid to direct it.
Mm.
And what's really neat is they have to wait till the summer to shoot it because the kid's in school. So they're waiting till the kid finishes the school, and then they're going to shoot this movie. And I'm like, wow, they must be really that impressed with that series to wait
Mm.
to allow the kid to direct it himself.
The stuff in it is really freaky. Like,
It's freaky, man.
you know what I'm saying? The backroom stuff is absolutely mental.
Yeah.
I mean, like, real strange, like
It's fucking pretty cool, man.
shadow entities, all sorts of weird things. And
All sorts of rogue robots, all sorts of fucking weird shit. But what is really neat is the way he was able to sort of, like, that building he shot the first episode in back rooms, the first episode. You're like, where is there a building that exists like that? Because that was fucked up. That building, the way that's built, is fucked up. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of David Cronenberg in the early years.
Mm.
Have you ever seen the movie Shivers?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, if you've never seen that, check it out. Check it out. Or Rabbit. Have you seen Rabbit?
The mad one, yeah.
He's just where he finds the locations. Iowaks.
Yeah, Dux is true. Started as a meme.
Dux wants to know about the bottle. If you wanted to give him a little bit of info there in the chat about the bottle again. Some guy gave it to him, Dux. It was actually. There you go.
Remember seeing one of those, but it wasn't by the same guy, but somebody taking the concept and done a YouTube video. And
what a back room?
Back room's one, but it had Yoda in it. The guy who goes around the corner and Yoda's at the end of the corridor. You seen that one?
Yeah.
And he's just mumbling to himself incoherently. So he backs away. The guy in the yellow suit backs away around the corner. He's like, "Oh no, fuck, what's going on?" Like, "Oh no!" And he peeks his head around, and Yoda just comes charging at him. But it's like this weird looking. Deformed.
Well, the bottle, I believe, Iowaks mentioned. I think, what did he say? 130 years old. It was. I'll give you the link, Laura, for that. That was. I believe it was. Yeah. It was this one here. So I'll give you the link in chat.
Nice stuff.
And basically, it was near the end of the show with Ian Rogers. So here's the link. Yeah. So it was near the end. It was after Ian Rogers left, and Matt and I were talking, and Iowaks came in. And yeah, pretty interesting story. Hey, Safari, how are you? Pretty interesting story. Really is. quite interesting. The backstory and everything. So if you want to watch the complete thing, there it is there. At the end, I believe the show is 3 hours long. It was in the last half hour of the show. I could be wrong. Anyways, it's in the last hour of the show. Somewhere in the last hour of the show. But yeah, really cool bottle.
Mm.
I'm just reading what Laura wrote. Interesting. The Bondi treasure hunters pull them out of the river all the time. So interesting. But there's a little bit of a backstory to this particular one, I believe. There you go. Okay. Interesting. Here we go. Who was affected by CIA and he added it into an op. Interesting. He was a good storyteller. Yeah, he might have been a good storyteller, but interesting though. The bottle is fucking interesting regardless. Regardless.
It's different. Yeah. Certainly.
You know, when you look at the bottle, you look at a still the bottle, and then you can literally, you definitely people say, well, you know, pareidolia, and I get it, yeah. But still, it's chilling.
Mm-hmm.
It is chilling.
Mm.
I mean, what do you think Sab would do if he had that bottle in front of him?
You'd make a pipe out of it. I suppose.
He'd make a pipe out of it.
I think it's just pareidolia as well, to be honest with you.
Well, that's all it is. But I mean, when you look at it though, it's chilling though. Even so, because you definitely see the faces.
It's like when they show it's like when they show NASA Mars photos, and you can see like you know, stone heads and all that sort of shit. You know, to me that's what it is. But it's like we're involved, I think, really.
But even so,
can't say for sure. I haven't got it in my hand to say. You know?
Yeah, but even so, if that was, it's just one part of the case. Yeah, and that's right. He had a case with several different items in it, and he showed like driftwood, some sort of wood that was pretty interesting as well. But I mean, you know, even so that, you know, there might be pareidolia involved. Imagine still if that was fucking naturally changed. It didn't stay the same. Say, when you look at the bottle, you mentally see, and then you look at it again, you know, 10 minutes later, it changes. It's different. Would you still make it into a pipe, Sab? So let's get back to the Halloween prop. What are you going to do this year? Do you have plans already? What do you think you're going to do?
Oh yeah, I've already got some plans. Well, because most of the stuff I made last year was just like wooden stuff, wasn't it? And what all the rest of it was, get me. But I've noticed that it's quite easy to make some animatronics out of PVC pipe and motors and stuff. I've got plenty of motors, and I got, you know what I mean, it's easy enough to get PVC pipe. So yeah, I'll see what I can do there.
Did you know? I mean, did you notice more people were paying attention when you did this year?
I'd never done it like that before. Like, we don't really do it all that.
So this is how we're basing the Halloween face off between Steve and Sab. Do people notice? How many people notice your? That's what it is, part of it. Isn't it?
We'll do that, right?
Because we'll have someone standing outside with a clipboard marking everyone off when they walk down the street.
Sab, let's raise some money this year. Let's raise some money for a good cause. What do you say?
I don't know. I don't know about making money, but
let's raise some money so Tim can buy some transmitters for his pigeons.
Looking for air tags on them.
GPS tracking and
air tags, air tags for his pigeons.
Oh dear. What?
Well, let me ask you guys. And what's the strangest thing that's ever happened to you that to this day you can't explain?
When I was young and getting smashed, I think was really smashed to the point of where I was so smashed that I ended up nearly 56 miles away from home and didn't know how I got there. There we go. And that forever haunted me because I just didn't know what had happened. Like I was just about 56 miles away, but it must have been a hell of a party.
How about you, Sab?
I've already said before what mine was. It's that seen that orb of light. I can't.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I can't explain what that was. That is the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me as well. And I can't. Like I said, I can't say what it was, but I know it happened. I know for a fact it was an experience that happened.
I remember one time I was walking up this road to work early in the morning. It was like it was later at night. It was about 12 a.m. in the morning. And I'm walking and I noticed this guy was what?
Sorry, I'm laughing at what Dux has put in the chat.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
And this guy's walking towards me on the sidewalk, and when I saw him clearly, he basically looked like he was like a rabbi. And he had the long jacket, he had that hat on, he had the beard, and he, just before we had crossed paths on the sidewalk, he veered off and he crossed the road. And when he crossed the road, there was like an open field. There was this old abandoned house that just laid there in ruins. It was almost destroyed. But whatever, there was nothing in the field. He walked, he crossed the road, he walked, and he completely disappeared. One of the weirdest fucking things. What it was, I don't know. Maybe I'm seeing things. I don't know. I see a lot of weird shit.
Another one and it's like these are obviously the things I can say because like they're documented, or I have somebody that can verify what happened. But I mean, I was only a teenager at the time. I'll give you a bit of backstory so you understand the situation. As a kid, my mum was I was very militarized. I brought up and I was born on an army base, etc. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I was always working. Like, even like as a youngin, like as soon as I was able to go and do paper rounds, 12 years old, I went and did paper rounds. But so I had like it built up to like the year after, first year into doing paper rounds. In the morning, I'd go at like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning to the newsagent, and before school, and get newspapers ready, put leaflets in them, and then take them out and go. Obviously, like it was about 30 houses per newspaper round. Well, I had like two or three newspaper rounds in the morning. I did like you get me like there because you know what it's like when you do like proper work and that. Obviously, you know what I mean. Most kids don't do it, do they? So it's one of them. But yeah, one morning I went out and seen well I've done like one paper round, so it was like that took me about half an hour, 40 minutes. I've gone back to the shop and then going back out again. I was about halfway through my second paper round, so it was about 6, 7 o'clock in the morning this time, like and it was I'd say not, it was just break of dawn. It was that time in the morning. It was break of dawn. Do you know what I mean? So the sun was just about to come up, right? So it wasn't like bright. It was like still a bit muggy and still a bit dark. Like yeah, it was one of them. But we'll see. Well, I would like to say I was. I think I'm on like BMX or something like that as well. Like so, like I'm just riding along, and I seen it was like an orange glow in the sky. Do you know what as well? Speaking of which. So, did you not see that yesterday, Tim? Did you not see where the sun was setting yesterday? Did you not look at the sunset?
I didn't know. No, I didn't.
Did you not look at the sunset last night?
I didn't know. Personally, I didn't know. Why was it screwed up?
Yeah, it was a bit weird. And then this morning as well, when the sun was rising, I mean, the sun rises at like, say, I look out of my back door here, the sun rises that way and sets that way. But it was an orange light that was in the middle here, so it was like that way.
Yeah.
So pretty much south. You know what I mean? It's like, and then that went down, and the sun came up, and went. I'm thinking, what the hell was that? Like, that's a bit weird. But anyway, so I'm about halfway around this paper round, and I see I was on my push bike, whatever, my BMX, whatever, and I seen this orange glowing. So I've stopped, and I'm like looking up at it, and it was like a ball of light, and as it came, it was like. I thought initially it was an aircraft or something like that. Not like it had crashed or it set fire or like the engine had gone on fire or something like that. Like this was that orange kind of glow. But like no, it wasn't an aircraft. It was just like a massive ball of light. And then I start, obviously I'm thinking, was that a meteorite or do you know what I mean? An asteroid?
Yeah.
Something like that. But I didn't really think anything of it until the next day. When my friend, who also does paper rounds, he only does one paper round. So by the time I'd finished my first paper round out of the 3, he'd already gone home, like So he'd done one paper round and then gone home, like one of them. So, but when I seen him the next day after school, he said to me as well, "Did you not see that orange light in the sky?" He'd seen that on his way home, like when I'd started doing my other paper round, because like he'd hang around at the paper shop before he went home and like catch some sweets or whatever, because that's what kids do. He'd be bumming like trying to tap some to get some sweets. That's what they do, hang around for a little bit, see if they can get some sweets, some goodies like. Yeah. It's morning and there's nobody else about, so it's like I'll do these little bit. I'll sort all this magazines out for them. Yeah, that one of them. Like, but anyway, yeah. When he'd been on his way home, he'd seen it as well. Like. So what we'd done is because obviously he came and like quizzed me about it. We said like, well, it landed. You know, we kind of figured out where it was that it had come down, so to speak. It was which direction, and I'm thinking, well, it was over there. Like, it was towards Wigan, like from where we were. Like Wigan's a couple of 3 miles away. Like, if you, and it was like towards. It was that way, like yeah. So we went on a mission to go and find it. Like, went down the main roads, all backfields and stuff like this. Like, when we got to like the back of like what's called Ince Park.
Yeah.
And when we got there, there was no joke, you know, like them gazebo tents, but it was like there was people like in hazmat. There were we saw two guys in hazmat suits.
Really?
And then they had like there was like uniform, but not when I say uniform, I'm saying shirt and tie uniform. Like they were very like, you know what I mean? And yeah, there was a couple of free guys there, and they were like kind of not allowed in here, go away. And so like yeah, we went away. And we went back the next day after school, and yeah, they'd all gone and everything like, but there was three marks on the ground. What we saw, and like things were all like, I don't know, wilted. If you say, you know, it was not next to a pond. It was like right. It was just on a little patch of grass, a little field. If you get my drift, like in the back end park. No joke. This is no word of a lie as well. So I didn't, you know what I mean? Being a kid, like I didn't think too much of it. Like, well, it's only later on in life I'm thinking that was wild. That was really strange. And so, like, yeah, in my mid-20s, I started digging into this a little bit more. And if you go and check the Wigan Reporter, UFO, Sebastian Willerton, you will find a news article about this, which was actually put into the newspaper. Wasn't just me that's seen it. There was another lad who's seen it, another lad, and a taxi driver that all saw this as well. The taxi driver, I never spoke to no taxi driver about this when I was a kid. He saw this separately to get me, like, yeah. And that's very strange. I mean, if there's a news article about it.
So what's the heading of the news article?
Just UFO, Sebastian Willerton. I think they spelled my name right. I'll put it in private chat. I'll find it now. Watch. I'll find it. All right.
No, Matt's not coming on today. If he does, then yeah. Good to see you, Silent. And if Matt comes on, he comes on, but I didn't ask him to come on. But anyone's welcome to come up today for this. It's open. Yeah, I looked. I couldn't find it, Sam.
Ince Park incident. Looking UFOs. There you go. I found it.
Oh, you found it?
And I didn't know. So I found this later on. So that just says something that I didn't trip out. I'm a kid. Like, why would I be tripping out on something?
And
like
Sab, email me your address, because if I can find, I might be able to find another one.
I've had some mad stuff happen to me throughout my life.
I'll grab your daughter. I'll grab your daughter one of those pop-ums. You said she likes them, right? She likes ghosts.
Not for anything Ghostbusters, anything at all.
Email me your address, and I because I might be able to find another one. I'll send you it.
You probably might not even be able to buy them here, to be honest, unless you go online and buy it online.
No, that I found in a Target in the U.S. just down the. It's not hard.
No, we don't have a Target.
No, here it is. But like I said, email me your address.
1995, 23rd of January, it happened.
1995.
and it must have been an evening paper. And see, so my memory isn't brilliant about it either. Like this says it better. Like when you read the actual, I'll read out the first paragraph of it here. The date was 23rd of January 1995. Time 8 o'clock on the evening. Apparently, the location was the park, Manchester Road in Higher Ince, near Wigan, Manchester, Greater Manchester. Several witnesses saw a UFO soaring towards the ground and apparently land in Ince Park. The initial sighting was reported to the police by a taxi driver from Freeways Taxis, who described the object as an orange object. The police were quick to respond, but on arrival to the site, no debris could be found. Yeah, all right. A police spokesperson said there was absolutely nothing to suggest that a plane had crashed in the area. Following procedure, we contacted air traffic control to see if they could throw any light on the matter, but they knew very little, as we did. It will probably remain a mystery. The taxi driver, though, was not the only witness that night. A paper lad, Sebastian Willerton, and his friend Anthony Bayliss also saw the luminous object. At first, I thought it was someone mucking about with fireworks.
And what's the likelihood of it being fireworks?
Yeah.
Hey, there we go.
I'm
so happy now. I am so happy to see this guy. John, it's good to see you, buddy.
So they'd actually had it reported initially from a taxi driver, like that. So I imagine that. Like, yeah, that's quite crazy. That when you think about it.
That is crazy, man.
I don't know what it was that we saw, like. Yeah.
That is crazy.
I don't know, maybe it was a great big UFO.
Maybe it was like
it could.
Maybe I got abducted and I didn't know about it. Maybe they.
That's right. Someone was anally probing.
How about you, John? What's the craziest thing that's ever happened to you that you can't explain?
Oh God, I've said this story.
When you've not been under the influence,
and you've probably told us a million times.
I've said this story before. Like I think I said it on one of the other on the radio one time, and it would have been about 1993.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. No, it was earlier than that. Sorry, it would have been about 90. No, not earlier than that. Fucking later than that. What am I on about? It was 1998.
Yeah.
And I was like working in a building. So the building I was working in was an old courthouse years ago, and before that it was part of a fire station and stuff like that. And it was a nightclub when I was there. So I was upstairs in the main part of the club, which was the old courthouse that had been converted into a nightclub. So I'm upstairs. A couple of yards from me, on this side, on my left, on my right.
Mm-hmm.
As I'm sweeping away, I've got a fire exit, and I'm sort of side onto the door, like, and I'm not looking at it, but it's in my sort of side vision, like, like peripheral. Peripheral vision. Yeah. So I'm not really looking at it. I'm just sort of concentrating on sweeping on the floor, really, like. And I got the fire exit open that day because we had no windows in the building open anymore because we had to have the windows sealed up for the sound.
Yeah.
So we had no windows open. So I had the back door open for some fresh air. And behind that is a fire exit with about 35 to 37 steps going down, solid steel fucking fire exit. So as I'm sweeping away, I'm fucking out the corner of my eye, I just see this fucking figure walk past the fucking fire exit. Walk from one side of the fire exit to the other. The fire exit's not that big. Double doors like the one in that fucking video of old boy booting the doors open, like,
Yeah.
So, like, in Hatton fucking, what do they call it? Anyway, it's about that size, not that big. And I just see this grey figure just walk from one side to the other. And it was enough to get me to look up and go, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
And it was, and so I've dropped the brush. I've literally ran to the fucking back fire exit because I'm thinking there's some guy going to come in here and rob a load of booze, like, because we've got the bars loaded up with booze and everything.
Yeah.
So I've legged it to the fire exit, and nobody was there. And there's
That's
no
fucked.
way it took me seconds to get to that fire exit. There's no way anybody jumped down those steps. They would have had to have thrown themselves down 37 steps
Yeah.
to get down that amount of steps, the amount of time it took me to get to that doorway. And that's the only thing that's ever got me scratching my head. Like, other than that,
That's fucked up.
yeah. And I mean, that got me thinking. And a couple of months later, we had a guy go in there doing he was like a Coca-Cola man, so we had these Coca-Cola dispensers on the bar,
Yeah.
and he's come in like about 9:30 in the morning. Me and my boss were in there. He's rolled in. He said, I've come to do your Coca-Cola things, like, so we said to him, yeah, all right, we're just nipping out doing the banking, so we'll leave you in there. So he went downstairs in the basement, which was 3 floors down.
Mhm.
And he's in the basement working away, like, apparently. We've gone away from the club for about half an hour, 25 minutes. We come back, and he stood outside the building, white as a ghost. I mean, like,
Damn.
fucking sweat pouring off him. He's like, nah, I ain't going in there on my fucking own. Like, I'm like, what the hell's happened? Like, he even locked himself out the fucking club.
Oh, that's crazy, man.
So he said to him, what the hell's gone on? Like, and he said, I went downstairs. I was in the basement working away, and he said he heard these bangs upstairs. I mean, slamming the doors. Bang, bang, bang. I mean, 5 times he heard it.
Okay.
He described it as 5 times hearing a loud bang, enough to get him to go up and investigate what the hell it was. So he's in the building on his own. Nobody else in the building. He's gone up the stairs. He went up to the club, and we asked him, what the hell did you see, like? And he wouldn't tell us what he'd seen. He said, I'm not going there. And the rest of the time he was in the building, we had to go around with him because he wouldn't go in there on his own. Whatever he'd seen upstairs, shit him right up.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, and I've heard of people seeing ghosts walking through the middle of the building, like actually walking through it.
Mm.
Yeah,
That's insane.
It's nuts, isn't it? It's
That is, man.
The building dates back to about 18. Well, even earlier than that, it's about 1725. That building dates back to.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It's a fucking crazy place, like,
I'd say so, man. Holy
I've
fuck.
never ever seen anything in it myself, and I was in there quite often, in there on my own, and other than the fire exit door that day, I've never ever seen anything else in it. But yeah, since we moved out of there, there's another place in there, got a restaurant bar in there.
Yeah.
And I put on their Facebook page and said, have you seen any spooky goings on since? And they've never replied to it.
They probably have a shitload going
They've probably
on, man.
got a hell of a lot of stuff going on.
Oh,
in there.
fuck yeah.
But
I find that, there's certain places that don't mind sharing shit like that. And then there's others that will go, fuck, we don't want to have anything to do with that shit. Nah, we don't want to talk about that. But I find a lot of them, they love talking about shit like that.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, the stories I've heard about it, I mean, people seeing ghosts walk through the middle of the building from literally halfway in the floor as well. So that whatever it was before was smaller. And they're walking through it like, halfway through the floor. It's like that.
Somebody posted a video. Who was it that posted a video of somebody opening a door of a castle? Was it a castle or a building over there?
That's Barry. That's Barry.
Barry showed it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Hampton Court.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah, well, that gives me. I mean, when you watch that video, that gives me the shivers.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Because you don't see the face of it. And I've slowed that video down numerous times to see if you can see the face properly in it. You don't really see it too well because it's a bit blurred, isn't it? But,
and when's that from, roughly?
What was that, 2003, I think it was, that happened. I think that's when the video's dated from. CCTV camera footage, wasn't it?
Well, that's quite the compliment there, Simon. Thank you.
I think the story with that is at the end of the day, there's quite a few people seen that. There's a Gadget video that Barry also posted, who's a night caretaker of that place,
Yeah.
and he says that those fire exit doors are constantly opening all the time.
Yeah, that when I saw that video, I'm like, wow, that I have to look more into that. That's
Yeah, I've
crazy.
slowed it down, man, numerous of times. I've freeze framed it. I've done all sorts of it. It gives me the shivers, man, watching it. To be honest,
Yeah, that's
you know.
insane.
Yeah.
And like I keep saying that because I mean, you guys over there, you got tons of locations that are just soaked in history and have that shit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mentioned the other night, Borley, what is it, Borley Rectory or whatever. Fuck, and they tore that place down, right?
From what I heard, like, yeah.
Borley, like I mean, from what I understand, that place was pretty fucking active, and of course, you got Highgate Cemetery. Everybody knows about the Highgate Cemetery. I mean, what are your thoughts about the Highgate Cemetery? Do you think there was actually something going on there? No.
Well, there's a place I know of, like, I mean, it's not like Highgate Cemetery, but it's called Baldoon Church. Down in
Baldoon.
Baldoon spelled BAL DUE.
Okay.
And it was a church that was apparently facing the wrong way,
Yeah.
and it was only open for a certain amount of time. It's now been converted into houses, but this place is constantly on the market, and it was boarded up for about 25 years before they actually converted it into houses. And there was like satanic fucking all sorts of shit done down there, like, you know. Yeah, with the star and everything, like, and the fucking candles, and there's ghosts apparently being seen in the graveyard. There's motorbikes fucking appear down there with nobody riding them, like, you know, you just hear motorbikes. And then you open up the door and it just goes quiet.
Oh,
It's
crazy.
really fun. And when you're driving down the lane to this fucking church, right?
That's crazy.
Even it's really eerie silent, man. Even the birds go quiet. You know, the whole fucking area.
Yeah. I know there's this
Weird.
place. There's this place close to here, man. It's called Mount Nemo. And when you go, there's a certain area, I call it the Devil's Mound. And when you go to this thing, it's like a mound, and it's open ended. So it's got it's got an opening to the mound, so you can like walk in, and all the trees grow inward to this mound. And when you go there, it's deathly silent.
Yeah.
You hear no birds, you hear nothing.
Nothing.
It is so quiet.
Eerie quiet as well.
Yeah.
And the road's only like I'd say there's a main road near it. That's about 800 yards from the church. Maximum 800 yards. And you just drive down this lane to it. And as you get down to the lane ends at where the church is, there's nowhere else after that. It's fields. Like, you know,
That's crazy.
And it's just as you get down there, the church is on your right, like, and it's just fucking eerie quiet, man. I mean, not a sound, not even birds nesting in the fucking trees, like nothing.
That's crazy.
You know? When my mate went down there years ago, like one of my mates, Adam, went down there, and he was parked up in a VW Transit, camper van, and he said he was in there with the curtains closed to the camper van. And he said all he could hear was motorbikes going by. Ring, ring, ring. I mean, real fucking loud, like, enough to go, what the fuck's going on? So he opened up the door of the caravan, like, and as soon as he opened the caravan door up, the fucking went quiet. Then there was nothing there.
That's crazy.
You know? And he said he heard them going past the fucking van, like, he said they were going by. You know, he thought at one stage somebody was going to kick the side of the van. That's why he opened the door. You know, to go out and go, what the fuck's on here? Like, you know, but nobody was there.
That's fucked up. That is crazy.
Fucking right up place.
See, you love hearing shit like that, man. I fucking that's crazy.
We went down there one night, right?
Yeah.
And we tried to get in the church. And my mate took his older brother down there, and we were both on the fucking boards like that, trying to rip the fucking board off like to get in.
Yeah.
And inside it, apparently the font had even been cracked in half. Like, that's how fucking bizarre it was, man. They cracked the font. You know, it was just. I mean, the whole fucking place is just eerie as fuck, man. There's a video of it on YouTube, like before it was converted into flats.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and there's
Somebody just walking around.
Somebody went round in it, inside
Yeah.
it, and they took a 3.5, 4 minute video inside it, and there's at one stage there's something you see in it, and you think, what the fuck's that? You know,
So they're all freaked out and they took off.
Mm.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
but everybody knows about it. Like, I mean, when I was down there, the church had been empty for about 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
Before we went round it.
Yeah.
And then I'd say it had been abandoned for about 25 years after it closed as a church. I think it closed probably longer than that, because I think it closed about 1978, 1980
Wow.
as a church. And it had been empty all that time.
All that time. Holy shit.
And every year there was people going down there doing satanic fucking rituals and fucking Satan fucking things and all sorts of shit, man.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing that freaks people out when they hear that.
Yeah.
You know, the satanic rituals going on and the rituals and all that kind of shit, and it freaks people out because they don't understand it.
Yeah.
They're like, satanic. What do you mean by satanic? But I mean, I remember this one place I went to go check out because there was reports of satanic rituals going on in the 70s and 80s up into the early 90s, and then you go to this place and you look at it and going, yeah, I could see that happening. It's pretty fucked up. It's pretty fucked up here, man. And then you're like, okay, but what do you mean by satanic? It's just outside the norm. It's not. It's just like not things that people do on a normal basis here.
That's right. It's a crazy old place, like, and and since it's been converted into flats, apparently it's been converted into 2 apartments, top money apartments as well, and it's always on. It was even on a BBC fucking TV show. Like,
oh, really?
Trying to fucking sell it, and it's
and they
always
couldn't sell it,
advertised.
right?
No, people have lived in it. I mean,
wow.
no word of a lie. People have lived in it, but it's always up for sale. Both apartments. Which says something, like, at the end of the day, doesn't it? There's something's fucking not right down there. Like, you know, it's good. I mean, it comes with its own graveyard, and it's got fucking loads of graves in it as well. Like, you know, loads of
so there's a graveyard there too?
Full on graveyard with it.
Holy shit!
Yeah. It's fucking nuts place, man, I tell you.
Oh wow! And so let me guess, they keep dropping the price just to get somebody to buy it, right?
I don't know, man. The amount of times it's been advertised since it's been converted. I think it got converted probably about 2001, 2002 or something. It got converted finally into apartments. I mean, 2 apartments built in it. Very nice. Like, I mean, they tidied it all up. They spent a hell of a lot of money on it, you know. And then it's just you just see it constantly advertised like it. And
That's
you know,
crazy.
It's fucking nuts. Like, so people move in it and then they move out, and then they're renting it to people, like, you know, because they're trying to get people in it.
Wow,
Nobody stays in it.
That's insane. Yeah, you hear about that all the time, about these locations that have this notorious, like, fucking background to them. And hey, it's up for sale. You know, a couple $100,000 or whatever. What? Wow.
I'll show you a picture of it. Like,
okay.
let me share it, because
sure.
you've got to see this place to believe
awesome.
it. Like. So, oh, a minute, here we go. All right, here we go.
There you go.
This is it. This is Baldu Church.
Wow.
Look at it. It's sold just it's sure advertised it.
Look at it, man. Holy
775 grand, man, and they spent money on this place. And look at it. It looks really fancy, man. Yeah, but
look at the fucking woodwork up there, man. Holy shit.
I know, man. It's unreal, isn't it? The amount of money they spent on this. I mean, look at it. Imagine that when you look at it when it was abandoned, like all boarded up. It just looks so fucking stay away from me like area. Like,
And
you know.
this is being sold as a regular house now, right?
Yeah, it's
Wow.
this is when it was last sold at 775 grand.
Wow.
And it's
And
a grade two as well, like which is I didn't know about. It's just been grade listed as well in the last few years.
Yeah, is that all? I'll buy one of them just for a weekend shack. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I mean,
this-
you see that quite often now.
gee.
You see fucking these old churches
Yeah.
that have been lying and ruined for years, and somebody comes in and they scoop it up and then they renovate it and sell it as a house. I mean, I don't know. I think that would be pretty cool.
It's a lot
But
of
this
work
is
to
that.
renovate.
I mean, this is how it looks like today. Like, I mean, it looks now. But you imagine this place, the way it looked like boarded up.
Yeah.
I mean, it just when you went down there, it just screamed, "Stay away." You know. I mean, it was just, fucking just how
It looks very churchy, doesn't it? Yeah.
It does
Very
look very
churchy,
nice, doesn't
yeah.
it? But it's it faces the wrong way apparently. It
Like
faces
a
east.
monk's, like a like a monastery, like a monk's monastery or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Looks
Crazy
like it's
place.
crazy,
Yeah, but
right?
just imagine walking up to this place in the middle of the night and it's
Yeah.
abandoned. And you've heard the backstories behind this and gone, oh, I'm in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
I'm in the wrong I'm in the wrong spot. Oh, we're gonna do it. Oh yeah. Okay, we're gonna do a satellite.
I don't know if we can get down where the lane is where it used to be, like, because I don't know where the fuck it is anymore. Like,
Yeah.
but it used to be down on a farm lane, and it's like the end of the
Oh, there you
lane,
go.
man. Is that it? No, that's not it. I'll try and find out where it is. No. Baldu Church. No, it's just not on here anymore. I don't know. Billy Bray's Chapel. Might be. Nah, it's Billy Bray's.
Different
place.
Yeah.
Yeah, not there.
It's too
Well, if I
bad.
could find it, I'd put it up. Like, but at the end of the day, I can't remember where the fuck it is.
Sounds
But,
good, man.
The
Sounds
lane,
good.
the lane alone, like just driving down it was creepy, man. Creepy as fuck.
I guess, man. I guess.
Yeah.
And again, like I said, over there's so much fucking history. And a lot of these places have been around forever.
Do you want me to go off? Like, if you look at places like in East Sussex and stuff like that, like, yeah, I can go. If you find any like little abandoned churches and stuff like that, I can go off with like little Ouija board for you, Steve, if you want.
A Ouija board. A Ouija board.
I've been thinking about it actually, maybe doing some this year, going around various locations in the UK.
Where
doing
where I
some
used to live.
paranormal activity investigation myself, like doing that sort of stuff, because I'm into it all. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I've got experiences with it and such like, so it makes sense. I do get around the country now and then, so.
Where I used to live, like right, another place was a big sort of like Cavalier period. So there were like old people dressed up in Cavaliers fucking uniforms.
Yeah.
And apparently where I used to live, down the road from there, one of our neighbors, one afternoon, seen 3 fucking Cavaliers ride through the house on horses. Ghostly.
That'd be fucked up. No, seriously?
Lounge,
On
like,
horses.
Yeah, on three
Wow.
horses, like.
You're near Camelot.
Cavaliers dressed up.
We got a favorite.
It's one thing to see people walking or whatever, but on fucking horses, that'd be
horseback.
insane.
Fucking nuts, isn't it?
That would be insane.
Yeah, crazy. One of the houses like from where we used to live. I mean, my brother's place, like, I mean, the family's still got it, like, since he died. But down the road from there was one of the houses. She said, "I've seen the 3 Cavaliers on horseback ride through the fucking lounge."
Wow.
It was like, fuck me.
That would be insane.
Fucking right, man. Crazy.
Wow. Like I remember when I was in the Devil's Pit in Gettysburg. I remember because I was always hearing you got to go there at a certain time during the day. You'll witness something, and everybody knows about Gettysburg. You know, one of the richest parts in terms of the Civil War in the U.S. And I remember going there, and I remember seeing this. I remember seeing this video somebody had taken of what looks like soldiers going by this fucking cannon at night, and I'm like, come on, there's no fucking way, soldiers, how the fuck? And what it was, when you look at it though, when you review it over and over and over again, it's the mist, because there was a car going by and the mist was going like west to easterly, whatever, and it was rolling along the ground, and the way the light hit the mist, it looked like soldiers were marching.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Well,
But-
one of the areas where I lived, like, was Henry V. Henry VIII had a castle there,
Yeah.
right? And so where his castle is, Pendennis Castle, right? He never lived in it. He actually had it built and never lived in it, but it's there.
Yeah.
And they used to have a pub up there called the Cavalier Tavern,
Okay.
right? And it was built, and it was called the Cavalier Tavern because it was haunted by a cavalier.
We used to
Wow.
ride up there. We used to ride up there as kids, actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah. Charlie, it wasn't far away. You got the well, they built a theme park and whatnot around it. And
No,
whatnot.
you're on about Camelot. I'm on about down in Cornwall, mate. Not
Oh, right,
not
down in
Wigan,
Cornwall.
not Wigan, like.
Oh, right,
So
yeah.
I know where you're on about in Chorley, though. Yeah,
So two different places.
yeah. No, the where he's on about is he's on about.
Yeah. I'm
What
just
used
saying
to
that
be
there's a
Camelot
theme
theme
park
park.
like where
Yeah.
you're from originally. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's based around all that sort. It's Camelot. It's all
Yeah.
like
Yeah, Camelot. Yeah. Oh, well, Chorley's another place as well, especially around Ribble and all that neck of the woods. Like, it's pretty alive. Like, especially if you go up like Ribble and up the top where the old thing is, like on the top of the fucking hill. Like, there's a quite a lot going on up there. There's actually underground, like, prison, like, like cells and stuff like that.
Yeah,
around
well, that's all across the country as well. All the medieval priest halls and stuff like that.
That's
is
right,
what
priest halls. Yeah,
Yeah,
Chingle Hall.
What they are is they're old where we was being invaded, etc. They were all the churches used to dig tunnels that
That's
would
right.
go out somewhere else, like out in the field, or so they could escape. Or like you say, like when they were refuging people, they'd all go to the church so they could go and escape somewhere else, like,
That's
and
right.
be aware, like, yeah.
Well, you know about Chingle Hall, wouldn't you? Chingle Hall's up our neck of the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was full of like monks fucking hiding places in the house and in the walls and everything. Like,
it's riddled with it, like, yeah.
Chingle Hall's fucking alive,
Yeah.
man.
That's crazy. when you have shit like
I
that.
didn't know about any of that until I went out to a job out in London.
Yeah.
I literally went out to a job in London, and there was this old church, and you can imagine after the years where it's been at the end of the tunnel had been capped over, because it turns out where it comes out is about 3 or 4 gardens down the road, and it's all privatized now. So they didn't even think twice about it. Like, do you know what I mean? But we had to come along and fill all this tunnel in with concrete, literally, like, just fill it all in with concrete. So there was no, you know what I mean? There was no troubles from it, like, yeah. But yeah, that's how I learned about it.
You feel it though, don't you? If you go down there, I mean, where I live, like, at the moment, we got tunnels going underneath the estates, like, where they used to have, like, from the forts, like from the old war forts back in the day, like long time ago, like. And there's like
we'll keep the tunnels
tunnel
there. We'll just build on top.
Is that where you are now?
They got tunnels down the road for me, like,
Yeah.
they go right under the estate, right? And you can go in them, Like they're not capped off. Like you can go down the road to them and you can actually get in them. And a mate of mine went down there years ago, and he said he got halfway down it, and he goes like, "That fuck this, man,
Screw
getting out of
this
it."
shit.
Yeah, it's just too fucking crazy down there, like, you know.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that would be insane.
yeah, right underneath the field as well, right under the field, right under the estate. Fucking nuts, mate. Well,
That would
alive.
be insane because you're
Yeah.
constantly thinking, okay, what the fuck happened down here?
Exactly.
Why is this here?
Why is it here?
Yeah, why is this here? Because there's a reason. Don't tell me. I don't want to know. That's crazy.
We got places up the road like called, you know, there's like a fort, and I got another place just down the road from me. It's called Woodland Fort,
Mhm.
and you know, they got underneath in the back of it. They got a load of places that's all been abandoned, like, and it's all got tunnels and all sorts of things, and a lot of them have been capped up. But there's one of them that goes right underneath the estate, and as I say, my mate went down it, and he was like, I got halfway down it, man. He said it was just
So
fucking
screw
too
this.
creepy. Yeah, fuck it. I mean, pitch fucking black as well.
I
like,
bet. That's
you know,
fucked
fuck
up.
me. Ooh.
That's
I thought,
insane.
no, well, you're a brave man doing that, man. I tell you, like going down there. But yeah, even just even going around the ruins like this down the road, like even down there, man, it's, you know, some things have gone on down here over the
Well, that's the thing, because you
Yeah.
hear about all the fucking stories and everything else,
Yeah.
and then you go over there and something fucking happens. You're like, fuck, I'm out of here. I'm not
Well,
doing
like
this
I
shit.
keep saying with these houses, I mean, these houses that I live in,
Mhm.
you know, that they've been here now 154 years.
I was gonna say, I remember you live in a pretty, like, it's pretty old.
Oh yeah. I mean, these houses they're the oldest houses on the road. Like, you know, they've been here since 18. There was a map drawn in 1860, and then there was a map drawn again in 1863, and they appeared on that map, on the second drawing map.
Yeah.
So they've been here since 1863.
And you've never had nothing crazy's ever happened.
Not a thing.
That's weird.
My old dear said years ago. She said she remembered something falling off one of her sideboards she had in the room. Like something fell off it. She said it just fell off on its own one day, and then another time, I was up when I first moved in it. I had a fire grate upstairs in the front bedroom, and it fell over, and it was leaning against the wall. And so for it to fall over on the floor, it had to have moved from the wall to the floor. And it made a fucking great thump, man. I mean, at the time it went right through the fuck. You know, I thought, fuck me, the ceiling's gonna come in.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, but that's the only time, man. I mean, nothing ever really. Apart from one day, I smelt some cigarette smoke in here one day, and then another time, I think I was on a live, and where behind the back of me, not in here. But when I used to have the settee, the chair over the other side of the room, I got that back exit in the back window, and something caught my eye because it was enough to get me to go like that, like, you know, look back and look. But nah, nothing. Whoever's in there or in the place, they're
It's just subtle, if that.
They're happy.
Yeah,
you know. But I mean, I've heard that somebody told me years ago. He said, I remember the houses back in 1960, like being quite derelict. And he said that somebody died in one of them. And I said, which house did they fucking die in? Do you know? Like, he's gone, I can't remember, like, you know, but, you know, that's recent. That's as recent as the 60s, like.
crazy.
So, no one's died in them since.
That's crazy. Well, I'm gonna have to end this, guys. But John, tomorrow night, man, fucking join us for the Friday Night Hell if you can. Percy's gonna be here. Percy's gonna pop in.
I'll try and get up.
Yeah, if you're up in your live, do it, man. We'd love to have you. We really would. That's tomorrow night at 9 p.m., 2 a.m. UK time. Yeah, it should be good. I'm trying to get a few of the other Hell regulars together.
Yeah, who's that other gadget that Percy said he was going to bring in?
Oh yeah, what was his name again?
Mikey.
Yeah, Mikey.
Yeah.
I'll email him and ask him about Mikey.
Yeah.
See if Mikey's gonna pop in.
It'd be nice to see him.
Yeah. I'll email him and see if he can pop in as well. And yeah, so it's tomorrow night, man. Yeah, if you're up, pop in.
Well,
love-
at the moment, it's reasonably warm overnight, like so. There's a fair bit of possibility I'll pop up.
Well, that's great, man. Because we'd love to have you, dude.
Sweet.
Guys, take care.
Yeah,
Thanks
take it
thanks
easy.
for tuning in and watching and whatever else, man. It's been fun. Take care, guys.
Take it easy, Steve.
Later.
Bye.
See you later.